Dude, you look extra in the best way.
You think so? You
Yeah,
promise?
your eyebrows are part of your image.
I really hope that you mean that.
It's the little things, dude. Like, you can't ever groom your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Or
I
are
know.
you grooming them already? Then they look like that.
Well, I groom them. I definitely, I do work on them.
Like, what do you do to them?
Tweezer, scissors. I have to, man. I got
Yeah.
made fun of a lot back in the day for
Like,
my eyebrows.
why?
Because they were connected, like Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I might have to let them just grow out naturally at some point.
Mine were,
an
like,
evolution.
way too thin. Like, I used to
Really?
do them, like, way... Yeah, they were, like...
Yeah.
Like, I still... Yeah, I tweeze them and
You
shit.
do that, yeah.
Yeah, I do my thing.
I think you're supposed to. I think it's like...
You should do it. If you don't do it, if you don't take care of your eyebrows, sorry, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
you should take care of your eyebrows.
You take care of everything. Like, look at the edge up. I mean, I'm a little messy today.
All right,
Fire.
y'all. There it
Yo,
goes.
thanks for coming to the stew.
Everybody keep your eyebrows fresh, get fresh cuts.
My
You
hair
have
grows
longer
quick.
hair.
My hair just grows quick, dude. I already need another cut. When did we cut it? A week ago? 2 weeks ago? Has it been already 2
Probably
weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
Well, time just goes quick.
How
Time's
long
crazy.
ago was that show?
The show was the 15th. 15th. What's today? The 20.
30th? First?
It's May 1st. It's May
Holy
1st. So it's been 15 days since then.
All
All right, so it's been more than 2 weeks.
Dude, the year's like over.
It's over.
Because it's like September in 4 months.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then it's really over.
Yeah. You want to talk about the album?
When's it come out? In April?
Yeah. Well, at this point, it's already came out because when I released this, we're recording this a little bit earlier, but yeah,
It's May 1st.
It's out. It's out. No, it's not. Don't. Shh.
This
I'm
is
about to
May
cut that.
5th, right?
It's May 5th. Yeah.
Because it comes out the 4th.
It will May 4th. It comes out, but then I don't know when I'm going to release this yet. Still need to figure that out.
That's fair.
Yep.
Well, let's just dive into it, man. Let's just dive into it. First and foremost, first time you played me the project, I think it was December. So you've had these joints for a minute.
I've been working on these joints. I moved out to Jersey City. I was out there.
Yeah. What's the timeline on that?
Yeah, I mean, that was end of 2019. My boy hits me, and he's like, from Oswego Rugby, by the way, I'm wearing the jacket.
Why? Yeah, what with you?
Yeah, with you is like, so when you're playing rugby, basically when a guy's running with the ball, you want to be with him because when he goes down, you need to be able to get over him or the other team's going to take the ball because the play never ends. Like in football, once you're down, the play's over.
Yeah.
When you're down in rugby, the other team can like poach the ball.
Oh, okay.
But you don't want that to happen, so you got to get over him and kind of block his body while your team takes the ball and throws it back out and starts again.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
so,
that.
Out of college, did radio, did that for a couple years. Then...
so when do you go to Jersey City?
Yeah,
what years are you down there?
I hit a roadblock, and then I was like, I want to move out, and my boy hits me. He's like, we're going to Jersey City. We need a roommate. Do you want to come? I'm like, yes. Please.
Yeah.
I was ready, and I felt that city was great. This was right around like 2019.
Okay.
Beginning of 2019, end of 2019, because when did COVID hit? In 2020.
Couple months after, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, it was end of 2019 into 2020. I was there for 2-3 months. COVID hits in March because it was March Madness was happening, and then all of a sudden it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, great. So it was that like couple months when I was there really inspired me. I'm like walking the streets. It was like a mile to the train station, so I just always be listening to music while I was going on my commute to working at a restaurant in Hoboken.
Okay.
So I was doing that and just listening to my music, and it came from a lot of Tyler, a lot of Childish, a lot of Kanye. I was really delving into Kanye back then.
There's a lot of Kanye things we have to get into, yeah.
Yeah, and I it's funny because I wasn't a Cudi guy growing up, but then I delved back into Cudi. Like,
yeah,
it's
there's
crazy.
some Cudi-isms in there.
Yeah, so and this was me. This whole album, the whole reason I did this is to figure out my production. I wanted my production to be able to flex that because I haven't done that yet. I was like, I want this. I want people to know.
So did you make these songs down there? Or this is just inspired from that time.
So War was made down there. Firstborn, they were all like started and unfinished. So War, Firstborn, Victory, You Feel It Too. I think all of them except for the little interlude, and then yeah, even the instrumental was like the first thing. That was even before the liftoff.
Yeah.
The liftoff thing. So yeah, they were all made.
Did you
all made there?
Because when did Lucid Dreams came out? 2021.
It came out 2021. Yeah.
So you just had 2 albums at the same time,
Back to
kind of
back.
holding them.
Yeah. So well, this one was the compilation album. So that was spanning 4 years. So
Of
like
just,
from
of Lucy's, and then you just kind of put them all
Put
with
all-
a couple new joints.
so these were all
Because I came around after this had
Yeah. So
kind of come. I actually thought you were from Jersey.
really.
I did. I thought you were a Jersey kid that went to the university, and you
No
were
way.
like just trying to get in the scene. Yeah.
Nah, man. I just went down there on a whim with my boy and
Nah,
trying
you're
to
just
network in
you're
NYC.
just a big idiot.
I'm an idiot.
You're just a big
Why-
idiot.
I
up.
picked the worst time, dude. And then all of a sudden, COVID's like, "Fuck you," and here I am back home. But
Yeah.
it was for the better, you know.
I mean, this album's fucking fire.
Thank you, man. But yeah, this was a compilation of the last 4 years. I didn't throw any new ones. They were all like released singles, and I had to figure out a way to repurpose them because I was like, I had all these single drops, but they're all just sitting there loose. And I was like, let me tie them together, write a
Yeah.
50-page screenplay where these are like the songs to each scene in the album, kind of like it ties that all like the screenplay ties the album
Yeah.
all together.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So a journey through 4 years, and then you get to Awakening Theory, which is the past 2 years of songs that have been all had the same kind of aesthetic of like the synths and stuff. I have other ones that I've worked on in that time period, but these ones all worked fluidly.
Okay. Do these tie into each other at all?
Yeah, definitely.
Like the suit.
The suit.
What is the suit for the people that don't understand the suit?
Yeah, so the suit represents conformity. It represents a past life of, in my career, I wanted to go to broadcasting. I wanted to be a sportscaster. And I also, it's just conformity in the deepest sense of, you know, going to your 9 to 5, doing the mundane tasks. And this is me kind of like breaking out of that. You know, and the awakening theory is the theory to unlock the deepest, fullest potential that I have. You know, everybody's got potential, and I don't want to be that guy that everybody's like, oh wow, that he had so much promise. You know, in 10 years from now, like looking back. So this is my statement to the world, saying like, I'm here and I'm here for good, and this I can produce, I can rap, I can engineer. I'm a full package. What else do you want?
Yeah, there's the palette is large here. You know what I mean? First time you played it for me, that was just stuck out to me. It was like, this isn't really a rap album. It's more just showing the palette off. Just kind of just showing off like what happens in this basement, every aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before it's like, I rap good. I'm dabbling with song structure a little bit.
Mhm.
This is like,
This
I mean,
is the statement.
even you know, let's just get into like the intro. You
Sure.
Feel It 2.0. Like, did you freestyle a lot of the moans, the hums? That's what the Cuddy and the Ye shit a little bit comes in for me, because it's got the even just the choice to do the distorted auto tune.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like Twisted Fantasy era. You know what I mean? And
100%.
The Runaway. Is that like in your mind when you're doing that, or
Yes.
what? And are
Oh,
you
yes.
freestyling those, or?
Oh yeah. You know,
So
that's,
what's that process? Are you like just doing them over and over and over, and then like how do you do it?
honestly, I find that that's just a strength of mine. Like when I'm hitting certain hums and stuff like that, I got that Cuddy spirit in me to be able to do.
Yeah.
And then I was definitely emulating like the distortions and like tinkering with different plugins and stuff to try to find that sound that's like unique to me, but also definitely an ode, and people can feel that same kind of energy. But it's weird, man. You know, I get to the mic and I feel like I have a sense when it comes to that kind of thing, man. And that's why I was like, if there's anything that's gonna really give my production its own, like it's literally me in the beat. Like I'm falling into the beat, and it's my voice. And I feel like that's why you love Kanye stuff. You can feel his soul, not just from his rap deliveries, but his beat is tethered in, or his voice is tethered into the instrumental.
You know what's crazy? Even just saying that, I was gonna say like a lot of the backgrounds, are just wild, bro. Like a lot of the ad libs, like what are you doing? Thought process on that, because like you're saying, like you're tethered into the beat.
Yeah,
it just there's a lot of time and effort that went into these ad libs.
Yes.
Like this shit is an onion.
Yeah, man. Dude, my mind doesn't stop. I'm like one of these guys where I record something, then this and then this needs to be added more. I like picture it like there's a wall and I have all these paint cans and I'm just like chucking it and just throwing things and then just like, and you know, it's just like a wild, sporadic kind of thing that ultimately there's a lot of like struggle in it, but at the end I feel like it's like a fighting with myself, and that's why War is such an important track to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of that, you know, to get to the end product. There's a lot of hours that go into just obsessing over details, and I feel like that the attention to detail that I have, a lot of artists can't say, and so that's like, you know, everybody has their strengths. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm the only one that can do this kind of thing. Yeah. You know, it's just I know where my strengths lie, and it's like those.
Dude, that's what you just said. You said you're the only artist that can ever do this.
You said it.
You did.
Yeah, you're right.
The second joint. What is it? What is it? It's an acronym.
Yeah. Who do you think you are?
Yes.
JM?
Who do you? Yeah. Who's Shorty?
She was amazing, man. She actually committed suicide.
She's not alive right now.
She's not alive.
What?
And so this is kind of like an ode to her. Yeah.
No, dude. What do you mean, bro? Like did she record there?
She didn't record there. So basically what happened was
it sounded like you guys are talking with the
that's exactly what it was. So basically we were in Instagram DMs and we were just sending things back and forth, just like joking around. You know the song "Who Do You Think You Are"?
Yeah.
What is it? Jar of Hearts by Christina Perri is basically the song.
Bro, I'm like tweaked out right now.
Yeah,
like.
and so, I mean, it's kind of crazy talking about it, but it's nuts because it was just one of those things, spur of the moment. We're just like joking around, whatever, and like I'm like, who do you think you are? Running around, and we're talking the lyrics out, and it was literally just a conversation. This was her. She was just like kind of a fun-loving person.
Dude, it reminded me. Logic had a skit. Him and a girl are like talking about Tarantino movies.
Oh
or something.
Yeah, I know exactly what
just kind of gave me that. And I love that era of Logic.
Me too. Man.
Nah, man. Rest in peace to her. She sounded great. She sounded. That just was dope. It just was dope. It's kind of the little things like that on this album that I think just kind of take it to that next level for you. Just the thought out.
Yeah, and this is. You know, both Lucid Dreams and this one is like, I want to, like I said, the suit being conformity. There's a lot of friends, there's people, there's all these people that feel like they need to be a certain way, whether it's a pressure from parents, whether it's pressure from the world that they think they need to be a certain person. So I feel like for people like me, you are really important because we're supposed to show the world that like you can be and do anything you want, and you don't need to follow anybody else's blueprint but your own.
Yeah.
So I feel like I and you and I and like artists are for dreams that never were, whether it was people that have passed or it's people that don't think that they can, and we show them that you can. And that's like the deepest reasoning at why I'm sure that's why you do it too. Like,
yeah, for sure.
To show your homies, to show even the most random person.
Yeah. First off, man, if you got any thoughts of anything, man, talk to somebody. Like, never too cool to talk to somebody.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So that's number one. But
yeah,
I know Firstborn's the next song after that, but kind of what you're talking about, like War. Yeah, man, like that just is it. Like every time I listen to it, I'm like, man, just like at a war with God. Like,
yeah,
you're going through some shit on that.
It's literally me fighting myself, you know, my anxiety, my demons.
It like sounds like it vocally too, though, you know?
Yeah, and I want that. And you know, the whole idea with a lot of these tracks, I mean, even in the interlude after that, you're really going to hear it because it's just the production. Yeah. But it's also happening in the production on War, where like it's my voice kind of fighting through the distortion. It's like sometimes my voice is more distorted than others in the production. And like it's like coming to the forefront, then it's falling back, and it's like I keep on falling back into this void, and I'm trying to crawl out of it. That's kind of how I see it. Like it's all this shit, all this stuff is like a movie to me.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to express myself through not only lyrics but sounds, and I feel like to me that's the best artistry, and that's why Kanye is such a genius, and why I want to carry on that same spirit in doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Even watching you perform that song, like I was telling you when you first had played me these joints back in December, like I was like, I don't know how he's gonna perform this shit.
Yeah.
And you've made these songs like really come alive live too.
Thank you. I'm still a little tight that the keys decided to stop working at that moment.
Yeah, because you're a weirdo. Nobody noticed.
I know, but remember when we did it, a sound check, and like the intro playing that, you were like, dude.
It was so crazy. But it was still dope. It was still, it was everything. It was everything.
Thank you, man. I mean, shout out to Mickey Spinz, my guy.
He's a good dude.
It down.
He's a good dude.
He's a great dude, man. He's a cool cat.
On 4th day of 75 hard. Don't try it again. Don't try it at home,
You're still
kids.
doing it, right?
No.
Oh, you're not. Well, you got the gallon, but
I got 16 days in. I just was like, dude.
You're done.
Shout out to everybody who's doing it, who makes it to 75. For me personally, like,
yeah.
The time commitment to getting 2 workouts in every day, like, is just
right.
If you got a dream, like, it's gonna be tough.
Right.
It's gonna be tough
because you want to put in the time in your craft.
Yeah, for 100%. Sure. So, shout out to all my people doing 75 hard, man. That thing is no joke. But Firstborn, back to circle back. But Firstborn, I mean, I don't even know if there's anything else to say. That's kind of the joint. Yeah, and then sets off with that one.
You know, Firstborn is nostalgic for me. It's like El Dorado. It's that same hype.
It's like the mature version of that. Actually, now that you say it,
exactly. You couldn't have said it better. You know, this is the more enhanced, like the delivery is a little more polished, you know.
Crazy hook.
In my own production, you know, like everything kind of coming from me. And I need to say this, shout out Lorenzo, shout out Sky Renzo. You know, this man helped me engineer the whole project. And it was, without him, this never comes to fruition, any of these songs. So he really, a lot of these songs, like, again, they would still be sitting half done. And it would have been 3, 4, 5 years until I've met the right person that would help me bring these, because I needed these to be right, and I wanted to be able to really make sure that these sounded good rather than just me being in my room, like, or you know, a consumer. Like, I want a person who really understands. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like you can hear so many, you know, with anything that you do, you can hear so many perspectives of like what people think and stuff, but there's only so many people that, like, you got to know who has weight and credibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to the Candy Shop, man. They
shout
go
out
crazy.
the Candy Shop. Aaron. They're crazy.
Liftoff's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Liftoff, man. You know,
once again, you obviously, I mean, you freestyled the melodies.
It's fighting through the distortion, and that was like the first. I'm trying to place the time period of when that happened, whether it was before everything. I think it was like when I was still working at iHeart. That was even before I moved to Jersey City. Okay. That was the track that like spurred the whole sound of the album, was Liftoff. But I kept on trying to write verses to it. I kept on trying to figure out where does this fit? Yeah. I know this is so cool. I feels like, you ever heard the song Aerodynamic by Daft Punk?
No.
Yeah, it's like a whole, I know, it's like not the same, you know, Kanye takes influence, obviously, with Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, with his Stronger, but like, mine was taking this Aerodynamic track where they had this music video where they're like running from aliens, and then they finally get taken away, and I was like, when I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking of Into the Spider-Verse, and I'm thinking of like almost like a superhero me.
Yeah.
And Kanye, and obviously being influenced by Kanye and shit, and I don't know where the production came from, but then I'm trying to rap it, I'm like, there's not supposed to be words on this.
Yeah.
This tells a story. Like, this is a beginning and end. There's some crazy cinematic, you know, on some maybe superhero shit. I don't know, man, but like
there's some Gambino. I know you're a Gambino guy.
Yeah.
Back like because of the internet era, there's like some leaks, some like Lucy's and shit like that. Where he literally like just hummed things.
Yeah.
And I love like I would have conversations with people like that shit's fire.
Yeah.
Just like feel it, like don't even say shit. So I like that. I feel you. Like first listen, I was like, you're kind of like waiting for the verse, but then after a while you're like, nah, like that's dope to take the risk of just not. I don't even think a word said at all on it.
You said the word risk though. I wanted to take a risk with it. I that was the final decision. Was like, I want people to know I'm an artist. Again, I'm not or just a rapper. Like I'm gonna sit here and take you through 2.5 minutes without it, and just let you. I want you to sit and really just feel the.
This isn't a rap album.
This isn't a rap album.
If you think it is, it's not.
This is experimental. This is supposed to. I want this to open your mind.
Yeah.
Not just on who I am, but on who you are, and like, to me, this is a whole like philosophical, psychological experience. In my own head, I hope people consume it and can feel it the same way. But
it's the basement.
It's the basement, man. Like everything was finished and made here. Shout out. You want to take that off?
I can't grab it, bro.
You can grab this.
I got a terrible wingspan.
There you go. You like that?
It's the basement, man. It's just falling in the basement.
Yeah, it's falling in the basement. I mean, it's on the same. It's in the same basement. Pick it up.
Oswego Rugby in the corner. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, you
this
can see
this dude
there.
really has a lot of details.
Oh, it's sideways. Yeah, man. Me and shout out Low Pat. Low Pat did this for me, man. He's one of a kind. Dude's so freaking talented.
He drew it.
He drew it. We went back and forth. Like I pushed him. I was like, yo, we need something like crazy. And so, we ended up going back and forth for a couple weeks, finally got to that. And I probably put him through a lot doing that. But, he was passionate about what I do.
I know you.
You know me, man.
I know you put him through a lot, dude.
Listen, I put you through a lot. I put Kyle through a lot. There's a lot that go,
It's kind of Zak's MO if you haven't met him.
I'm a perfectionist, man. I want shit to be just so.
And that's why I put up with your fucking crazy ass, man.
Yeah.
Respectfully, that one text. Respectfully, I did send, and you did, and respectfully, you actually did, and I just ignored it.
Yeah, no, I know. Oh shoot,
dude. Oh yeah, she's. What did it turn off?
We'll see. Is it still recording? Oh, it's still recording.
That's dope. I mean, oh yeah, she's right is just probably my favorite song you've ever made, and it's so minimal, like.
Yep.
The beat knocks, but there's not much to it. We'll explain the beat. There's probably way more in it to you than there is the listener.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I think you're on it that it's a minimalist beat. Like, again, because I have all these songs that are grand and I put layers and layers, and I love that about my other songs, but I'm like, I need a song to switch it up. You can't just have that 24/7. So this was my attempt to like strip back the layers, and it was scary for me because I'm like, it feels more vulnerable. It feels like I feel naked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, that's a good. Yeah,
and it's like,
dope.
Oh my gosh, like I got these drums, I got just these keys playing, and it kind of sounds like Kid Cudi's.
So I was gonna say I literally have in my notes. I mean, sounds Cudi influence with some extra spice. One, I could see like Cudi hums over it, and two. First time you played me, and I'm looking at you got to Call Me If You Get Lost vinyl. That's
amazing,
fucking sick. But on Igor, what was it? I don't know where I'm going, but
for real.
What's that song called?
Oh my gosh, I'm so bad with names, bro.
I know, I'm normally actually really good, but
literally, dude, I couldn't think of soundtrack to my life when I was. Break it down. Oh yeah, she's right. In the breakdown, it was really tough. Like I sometimes just blank on names, and like that's such an obvious one. So I can't.
I think.
Is it called? I think.
Yeah, and it gives me that because that song's like pretty.
It's stripped back.
Yeah, it's just stripped back, and it's like stripped back, but like you could play that out, and it would go crazy. Like it would you would dance to it, and that's what. Oh yeah, she's right. Is like
just
especially when you performed it.
It's just
in
a
a
straight
set
drum.
of all bangers, that was the one that people were really feeling.
Yeah, man, and it's simple. It's oh yeah, she's right. I got problems, and it's just, it's
what's like the story behind that song? Because I think it's like, is it a girl? Is it like, you know what I mean? It sounds, you hear, oh yeah, she's right, I got problems. Like it sounds self-explanatory, but I just know you, and I know that it's not.
Well, no. So I mean, sometimes women will get and rip you apart.
Damn, dude, I thought you were about to hit me with some crazy like, dude, I was playing Legos one day.
No, there's no deep. It's
okay.
It's stripped back for a reason. It means what it says. Like it's like, you are
what you eat.
Yes. I said it. You heard it here first.
That's why. Yeah, tell them why you did that.
Why I did the what?
Why you lowered the pitch of the?
Oh, did I tell you this?
Yes, but not on camera.
Because I am what I
the album.
Yeah. Well, I said I am what I eat. And I went because I'm such a that I can't say the word on the track.
To the girl's face.
I can't even say it, and then I can't even say it to your face, and that's the next lyrics. I am what I eat. Can't even say it to your face. I can't even say that I'm this way because I'm such a.
That's important because that's dope. Like that's dope.
And that's truth. You know what I mean? Like you got to be honest with these things, man. And sometimes, we're not at our fullest. Talking about getting to your fullest potential, like to admit these moments where you're not as on it. When you're having these moments of depression and being hard on yourself and just feeling like you're off it, and that's what the song is. Oh yeah, she's right is about like, you know what? I've heard this, all these, whether it's a voice in my head of a girl like saying this, me making up shit, or if it's like I've actually heard it before, where a girl saying like, well, how could you be like this and blah blah blah, and so. It can get to you. It can, and this is me kind of venting out that angst, that frustration, and that's how you grow, man. You grow by talking about it, and that's what music. You're supposed to express real shit. You know what I mean? That's the reason we do it.
What makes you, like the end? It just sounds. There's like so much to the ending, and like for me. I just know, like, if I made that song, it's like, all right, song's a banger. Like, let's get in and out. Like, what more is there to say? Song is dope, catchy hook. Like, just even being like, let me do this at the end of this, like, incredible song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could easily just settle and be like, song's great. Don't need to do this.
Yeah.
But you really went the extra mile on the ending of that one, I feel like.
I mean, I wanted to reverse the string. I didn't want to reverse the strings, but I just did it, and I was like, "This is the outro." I even placed it at the end while I was working. Didn't have it attached to the beat. I was like, "I know this is the ending." I was just experimenting. Talking about experimental. I'm literally, let's just try some shit. Yeah. Again, throwing paint at the blank canvas and see what sticks, right? And so that's what happened. I was like, "Oh, this is dope. That's the outro. We'll get to that. We'll figure out how it connects."
Yeah,
and that's what we did, man.
Your vocal chops on this album too, man. Like Victory joint, the way your vocals were mixed in the second verse, like something about it, I just was like, man, I want to hear him expand on this a little bit, and even just that sound, because
when I'm in my bag. You always come back.
It's a little
see the green grass, and it's not always like that.
It's a little Mac.
Softer.
It's a little Mac, but like
thank you for
futuristic Mac.
And that's kind of what I'm going for there, man. Yep. You know what's crazy, and that's why I love this shit, is because you always pick out different artists in certain spots, and that's what I want is like people to be able to say like, oh, he's like Mac there, he's like Cuddy here, he's like Childish there. That means I'm doing my job.
Yep.
Because I'm wearing all my artists on my sleeve and taking from them. But yeah, man, I agree. I think the soft delivery of that is just like super dope. And I actually have a couple other songs I've been working on recently that are expanding on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That second verse stood out to me. And even just like you could have easily taken that sample and like made it just like grimy rap. Like it just kind of sounds like it should be that at first. And I like the decision to kind of just left field it, like whole melodic. Even the second verse, like I'm like, all right, he's probably gonna rap at some point here.
That's the whole MO of this album, is to throw you for curveballs. Firstborn's the only one that I think is like, okay.
It makes sense the whole way.
Yeah.
Last song, too. We'll get there, though.
Yeah, yeah. Last song and Victory kind of throwing you for loops. Oh, yeah, she's right is... It's a loop in the sense of like you don't expect me to make that type of song, and then War again is just different. It's like a different experimental pop type vibe. It's people have told me that it's interlude-y, and I thought it felt like a full song, so it kind of hurt my feelings. But at the same time, it's like
it clearly did because this is like the third time you brought this up.
I know.
It doesn't sound like an interlude, bro. It just is experimental.
It's
like,
just experimental. And it's like, people want me to rap because that's what they know me for. But at the same time, it's like, just wait because you're going to know me for a lot more as time progresses with shit.
And, I mean, to the raps, like the last joint.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like there's no rap on here. The rapping... The joints here going crazy on like Firstborn. The last one, You Feel It 2.5.
I wanted to go right back to my roots at the end.
Went crazy.
Thank you.
Like if you're into Zak G rapping, it's like you got it.
I think
it's on there,
dude. I think You Feel It 2.5 rivals, and it's weird because both my outros.
It's my favorite song on the album.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite as well.
I really the beat switch at the end. I really just want to, and I told you it back in December. I want to see you expand that sound more. It's not like the newest sound ever.
Are you talking about just the straight like sample
dude,
playing?
It just
no
sounded
drums?
great. But like even kind of the message you were getting in, like you just were hungry, like had something to prove. The way you were telling it was like you could be from any place, any demographic in America, and just relate to that feeling you were given.
Yeah.
The voicemail. There's a lot to it. Like that song right there for a rap head.
Let me say,
you got a beat switch. You got the DJ scratches. You got the voicemail.
This is the song for the this is the complicated song for my outro on Lucid Dreams was my lyrical masterpiece until I hit this. And it's funny because both of my outros are like my lyrical, most well intended. And you still got the production. You still got the flips. Like you said, the DJ cuts. But I wanted this to feel kind of classic.
And you did the DJ cuts on your own.
Thank you.
Let them know.
Yeah,
right?
I did it by myself, literally in my computer doing tape stops. And then my cousin, you mentioned him. Shout out Miles George. He did, he said, "Hey, Zach, just want to let you know, you've really came a long way." That came from him actually in this studio. And he would just he's a funny dude. Like he wants to do like funny shit all the time.
Yeah.
So I had to make him do like 40 takes. I was like, no, dude, like give me something real. Like say something real. Stop like joking around. I need this. And he finally came around and finally got that one out of him. It was definitely
dude,
painful
and
for him.
it's easy to do a voicemail thing and it not sound good.
Yeah,
like it's been done so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, that joint slaps.
But that was so important to me for him to say you came a long way and like having that outer perspective on my album because all of it's basically me. But to have that one person just like this random voice come in and say you've came a long way, and it's like boom, and then I come with that final crescendo verse that's hip hop to a T. You know what I mean? Can you feel it? I pen it while independent. They missing. I'm hitting everything effortless in my setting.
Nice, man.
I don't want to I don't want to break it, but this is my equipment.
Don't do that. But it's kind of crazy too. Like in a way, it's like you give this whole experimental album, but like the last impression is just
the roots.
Is the roots,
and and it's like
and that's just dope.
I want people to know I'm experimental, but like don't mistake it. Like I can still, if I want to be hip hop, I will.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like in Yeezus.
What'd you say? 16s. You don't do 16s.
I don't do 16s. Too big for them because you are what you eat. And all I eat is beets. Even vegans want a plate of my meat.
I'm not going to lie. That bar, I don't know.
You don't like that?
I don't think so.
Even vegans want a plate of my meat. Even heathens.
But you know what's funny about a bar like that? Like
it's
Drake has Channing Tatum.
But I'm a funny guy.
That's like the bar that if you go...
But the way I delivered it.
that's like the bar you go to a show and everybody knows that's part. You know what I mean?
It's notable.
You kind of have to do those. You have to do those.
It's the same thing. I am what I eat. It's
like that was like I heard it and I like rolled my eyes.
Good.
But
that's that
here
one
I
line.
am. Like you could have asked me like, what's the most memorable bar? It's that one.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
That one.
Yeah, no, I know.
I love bars like that.
But even after that, like, I know it gets overshadowed from that bar, but even heathens want to hear what I preach. Sit at my seat, see if I bleed the same blood, but we are the same, dog. Like,
on God.
For me, saying like,
dude, vegans want your meat.
Vegans want my meat, and heathens want to hear what I preach. The people who don't want to hear anything that has to do with preaching. It's like heathen. I'm a heathen. I don't listen to preaching, but like now they want to hear what I preach because I'm that dope.
Dude, I just got a text from a vegan.
They want to sit at this seat and see if I bleed the same blood. But we're the same, dog. And me, I'm just trying to keep peace. All right, I don't need to rap the whole thing. You can listen to the album. That's just a little snippet. So if you haven't listened, you've watched this whole thing.
Hello?
Yeah, who's it?
Oh, you're vegan? And yeah, I got Zak's meat right here.
Right here it is.
Dude, they want a piece of your meat.
Yeah, I know they do. I know.
Nah, that song's crazy. That song's mad crazy. That's funny though. And no, but that's true. I actually like Drake will get like points taken off. People will be like, dude, Drake said this. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's wicked memorable. Like, sorry.
But you know what? Like Drake's
like
not
you have to do some of the dude.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Like you gotta do. Then I saw after that shit.
It's memorable.
His face was photoshopped on mad llamas on Twitter. Like you have to do a joint like that. Like
of course.
You have to.
And that's the thing is like.
But you're still eating them up, bro. You're still eating them up.
My thing is doing it tastefully, right? If that was the whole fucking project, that would get annoying as shit. But the fact that you have these little moments of it, because listen, I'm a funny dude. Like I can be cheesy at moments. I gotta own that. But at the same time, take me fucking seriously. Dude, like you can have a balance. I think you can have a balance.
Yeah, man. You just hit it on the head. You doing it tastefully.
Bow.
You just did it.
Thank you.
Nah, because you're eating them up on that joint. I'm just fucking with you. Like that song.
Thank you.
It's just funny, but you do need one of those, bro. You need like one of those bars in a joint where you're going crazy.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah,
you really
that's
do.
it. I'm literally going. I'm spazzing on that track. But then the second verse, I go melodic on a boom bapish type beat.
I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Get it? See me go big. Got the high line. You can call me up. The internet guy.
Even just the way the hook is, like the auto-tune vocals over like the dirty, like grimy, like.
It doesn't make sense.
You know
like
what I mean?
That shit, like you should be still rapping hard.
Yeah.
And then I was like, exactly why I'm not.
I'm about to get y'all singing along.
Because I'm an artist. And like, yeah, I could do that hip hop shit, but like, again, that's my root. But like, is it like, what is my root? You know what I mean? I'm like, to me, I feel like I'm an outcast. I'm a catch-22. I shouldn't be here. I'm like the fucking glitch in the matrix. That's why this is going on. You see, like the world's opening. By the way, yeah, you see this? See, the world's opening, and my notebook has all the papers getting skewed. Everything's going crazy, supernatural. Like I'm basically awakening to my potential here, and the floor's cracking. But like it's because I'm this. I shouldn't be here, and like the world's like,
dude, it's because you're
faltering.
A vegan. It's because you're a vegan.
No, I'm not a vegan. Well, there are vegans that want a plate of my meat.
They're literally sucking you into the vegan vortex now.
They're stealing me for their planet.
for your meat.
Planet vegan. Yeah, and they need one meat at least.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, nah, you killed it,
Kyle?
man.
Shout out Kyle, by the way. Shout out Kyle Fadreezy.
Shout out to Kyle. He's way taller than Zach, but apparently they're cousins.
We're related.
First cousin's blood.
First cousin.
Like you guys are like really.
Our moms are sisters.
Isn't that crazy?
That's just not.
And he's a midget.
That's just not
right. I don't know why it happens.
Are you the shortest person like in your family?
No.
You're not like short, but he's wicked tall.
I'm a little shorter than average height, and this man's 6'7", so.
What's average height? 5'8"?
I think I'm 5'7.5".
Okay.
And I think average height's like 5'9". So like I'm an inch and a half off.
I'm average.
Yeah. What are you?
5'9".
Yeah, so there you go.
With shoes on.
Dude. With shoes on? I love it. He's giving me NBA measurements.
I'm definitely getting.
Where they give the...
Dude, when you're this short, you got to give your NBA measurements, bro.
Matter, bro.
Socks, shoes, all of it.
It doesn't even matter. Like, yo.
Dude, you know what?
How tall Kendrick Lamar is? I don't even know.
Probably shorter than us.
He's you've seen that commercial with him and Shaquille O'Neal where they're smelling soaps?
He's like Levi's height.
Yeah, that's what. Dude,
is Levi small?
Levi's
he
short
is, right?
So
when you're just cool, dude, you don't realize how tall someone is.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
If you're a cool
Shout
person,
out
people
you,
don't
Levi.
realize.
Shout out Black Rose Family. Shout out the tour, dude. I'm telling you, man, it doesn't matter. Like to me, it makes you that much more swaggy.
Dude, shout out to Wayne,
like,
bro.
You know what I mean? Like Kyle's tall. He's such a
he
loser.
Stinks. He stinks.
Sucks. He
fucking
sucks.
stinks. Fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, we hate tall people here.
I hate him, dude. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant sucks.
Dude, KD, like who likes Kevin Durant? Who likes any NBA player? Dude, all
Blake Griffin, get out of here.
He's the worst.
He actually, dude, Blake Griffin, get out of here.
I know, dude. What do you think you can dunk? I'd hate to dunk.
Dude, you jumped over the front of the car, not the actual car.
That would be the worst. Imagine I could like jump over that. Like that would. Why would I want that life?
No, you wouldn't be able to rap the way you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Short people have to rap good.
Dude, it's because all of my wisdom would be in my like legs. You know,
dude.
I think that's it. Like that's why that's all up here, baby. You know what I mean?
You don't see any tall people.
Like I could meditate.
Chains.
I could meditate and like take all the energy I have up here and then put it into my limbs and grow. But like I'm like, nah, man, I'm cerebral as fuck.
Dude, you got it all in the brain.
It's all in the brain, baby.
It's all in the meat.
It's all in the brain meat.
It is the brain meat.
Dude, I wonder if human brain tastes good.
Wow. I'll be honest, I've never thought about it.
Me either, until now, but this is what's the beauty of it.
I don't think so, dude. I think you've thought about it before.
No. We were talking about meat. We were talking about, and yeah, now we're thinking about it.
No, I'm still not.
You want to try it? Fuck it. Cut my head open. Take a piece. Take a piece.
Yeah, you're going to have to bleep that out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything else we need to say?
Oh, man. I mean, the album's dope. I would ask what direction you're going to go next, but I don't really like when I hear...
You don't want to know.
Yeah, when I hear artists go in an interview right after the album drops and they're like, the next one's going to be like this, and then it's not like that, I'm like a little upset.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah. I get that.
So I don't want you to upset people.
I don't want to upset people either, and
because I don't even think you should know where you're going.
I don't know where I'm going. I think the best artists don't know where they're going. I don't, but I have like ideas of where I want to go. I have this idea. I have this idea. I don't know which idea will come first. It's just a matter of like what group of songs just happen to manifest and what ones work together, and then you got to go with the flow.
Yep.
You got to go with the flow. You know it, but you're up next. You're going to be back here in this basement. We're going to be talking about your album.
Dude, maybe.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out Michael Leary's album coming 2 months from now.
Shout out it. I won't have sunglasses on that time because I will have.
Can you take them off for the last little bit? Just showing your beautiful eyes?
There you
go.
I only had like 3 hours of sleep last night, so.
That's it.
My eyes don't feel good.
That's all right. Well, you don't have an excuse of 75 hard, but...
DJing doesn't count.
Yeah, no, man.
Turning up the city of Syracuse doesn't count.
Doesn't count, man. You're a loser.
What went crazy last night? I'm trying to think.
No, man. I mean, that's the thing. You're not gonna play me in the clubs. I gotta figure out.
Oh yeah, she's right. You could.
You think so?
The thing is, you could blend it with a lot of stuff because it's bare. So like, you could definitely do it. That's your joint. That's the joint that you could get.
Yeah.
Like I could blend that over. I'd have to find like an industry like lit beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that could be like one of those joints though.
That's cool. That's cool.
Idiot.
Yeah, that's me,
dude.
baby.
You're stupid for not believing in that.
Dude, I'm the genius idiot. That's what I am. I'm an idiot that doesn't know what he's doing for anything else. Like, yo, there's so much shit I forget. You have no clue. Like, oh my god. It's so
what
bad.
Kanye at a bar, he's like, that means I forgot better things that you ever thought. What? You forgot better.
Yes. I forget better things. I forget everything. If it doesn't have, like, dude, you know, I'm going to make another SpongeBob reference.
Fuck.
There's a SpongeBob episode where he says,
dude,
forget
because
everything.
we're going to be the SpongeBob guys.
No. But it's just one more. It won't be. Dude, we've been talking for 45, 50
Dude, I've been
minutes.
rapping for 12 years, and the most traction I got on anything on the internet is you fucking talking about the magic conch shell.
All right, well, he literally has to forget everything but fine dining and breathing to open up this restaurant. And he's like, empty my mind, fine dining and breathing. And then he forgets everything but fine dining and breathing.
This is the one that they're like, where is the word? Like in his brain?
Yeah, exactly. You usually know exactly what I'm talking about. The fork on the left?
That's probably...
He's like trying to remember his name. What's your name? Like, that's me, dude. I'm
that's
like...
my favorite metaphor for when I forget something. I'm like, dude, you ever seen the SpongeBob? Like, middle of the barbershop, I'm like, you seen the SpongeBob episode?
It's crazy. Like, when I got in... But I use all that to say, when I'm in the studio, Lorenzo comes in, Sky Renzo... and we're breaking down my tracks, and he's kind of giving me the breakdowns of everything that I need to know to be better at engineering. Dude, I have never had such an open ear and mind to absorb. And, like, I learned so... everything just stuck like that because I was so attentive and wanted it so bad. Anything else you're telling me, I'm just like, what did you say? Because, like, I'm trying... I need that brain space to... be for this.
Who
to
you
be
telling, bro?
You know what I'm talking
listening
about.
to a podcast, they'll be talking about like, yo, remember when Drake did XYZ in 2012? I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm listening. Cops like, yo, you got a ticket. You got to go to court this day. I'm like, drive away. I'm like, what did he say?
It's true, though. It really is true.
It is true because I did forget about a ticket and then got another one, and it's not good.
That's not good, dude. You're gonna.
But I can recite. I can tell you the timeline of Drake's career.
That's great, man. But you know what, though? You know how that helps for the dream, man? I mean,
you got to study the game. You got to study the game.
We retain the things that are important for us to get to where we are right now. You wouldn't be doing the DJ thing. You wouldn't be making dope songs with 80 that you need to release. I wouldn't be making these songs. Like, we're at certain levels right now that it's because we've decided that we're gonna make this the main thing that we save our RAM for, or internal memory storage. I'm trying to use computer references, but
I think you're on.
it's not one of those fucking ones, but yeah.
You got to have a lot of RAM.
Got to have a lot of RAM. Random access memory. I think that's the processing power, like, in the moment rather than the storage. But I want to talk about some other things.
What else?
I want to say this about this jacket.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I speak a little bit on it?
You need better jackets.
You don't like this jacket?
No, it's a cool jacket.
Why do I need better jackets?
Dude, we got to take you shopping one day.
I only have one jacket. Is that why you're saying this?
Yeah, we just got to...
Listen,
leave your comments below for ideas for Zach.
So this was rugby, and I had to, like, leave early rugby. Like, I had to, because my grades were slipping and shit like that. And this was kind of around the time that I made the song Complicated off Lucid Dreams. And I was definitely struggling with a lot of where I wanted to go. I didn't even know I wanted to go after rap yet. So this jacket signifies a lot of, like, death and birth of who I am now and who I was then, and just growing into my new self, kind of. And there's a lot of that. I think that, and I say all that to say, I wanted to get on this philosophical conversation of
about a rugby jacket. I
just want to talk about growth, and, like, some people think it's just like, you have this epiphany moment and boom, you grow. And so this is just a reminder to me that, like, in that moment I had to grow a lot, but then, there were moments that I kind of lost the sight of certain things.
Yeah.
And then I had to remember, like, oh yeah, like, I'm on this path. And then it's weird because the last couple months when I talk about, like, fitness and stuff, like, I've been off my grind with working out and stuff. And so the awakening theory in its core is a reminder that, like, the way to awaken yourself is to be consistent and to know that growth It's a reminder to me that growth is something that you have to work at, and it's not oh, wow, I know this stuff about myself. Wow, I'm so self-aware. It's cool, dude. Like, you know about yourself. That's great. There's a lot of people who don't, but to work past certain things that you want to evolve past, you have to actually put in work and things into yourself. So this is a reminder. If I want to be the ultimate version, the fullest potential of who I am, there's a little bit of a struggle involved, and that's okay. And I don't know. I feel like I've been wanting to say that, but it finally.
Yeah, you had to get that out.
It finally just manifested that is the reason for this whole project. You know, we finally got to it.
Dude, you gotta save me an hour, bro. We could have asked you about the jacket an hour ago.
I know.
But yeah, I got no importance to my outfit. So
that's all right. Well, I mean, I wore this on purpose. You know what I mean. But shout out
Oswego. That's good.
Shout out
shit.
Oswego Rugby. Shout out my boy Kevin Morgan, living with me like 4 years of in and out of. That's like my good guy, man. Shout out Nate. I need to give Nate Scalisi his props. He was the man I started rapping with. We figured out a lot of this shit together in the beginning, and I didn't give him the props that he needed on the last little interview I did, so I wanted to also give him his props.
Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to the guys, man.
Yeah, without him, I would not have even started rap or had the confidence to. I needed that other person in the beginning. You must have some people where, like, they pushed you in the beginning when you were like, I don't know, dude, like, this shit doesn't sound that hot. They're like, oh, we'll try it this way, do it this way. And then they'd be like, nah, I don't want to. Be like, no.
What do you mean,
you
bro?
Keep each other on.
I had a remix to Birthday Sex, and it was Late Night Text.
Late night text. Late night text.
But here's the thing, though. For some reason, I must have been like so offbeat. I had this shit recorded. I thought it was conceptually, incredible. Like late night text. Like it wasn't a thing. It was 2009. Like late night text. Nobody like talked about it yet.
Yeah.
So I was like ahead of the game. Great idea. But I wasn't like birthday sex tempo was like birthday. I was like late night.
Oh, you did a slower.
That's spaced out. Man, one of my boys, Fadrati, bro. One of my boys, Fadrati. I was supposed to be his sidekick. And now I'm nice.
That's crazy.
And he doesn't rap.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's kind of funny how it works like that, though.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, but. Dude, thank you for coming by. Thank you for asking me questions about this.
I'm not going to order pastas right now because I haven't got the text back that I need. But I will tell you guys my order, man. Half Alfredo, half Riggy sauce. Got to make sure. Sometimes they don't throw the tomato oil in. Shout out to Kyle, man.
Thank you, dude.
Sometimes they don't throw the hot oil in. If you just never been to pastas, just go in, experience it. I really don't like people that are like, yo, like, where's your favorite place to eat?
Yeah.
And they don't say it. They don't say pastas. Or they're like, oh, it's a little overrated.
Yeah, you
like,
love it.
Shut the hell up.
You love it. That's
Shut the goddamn hell up.
All right.
It's the best deal in town.
Yes.
The amount of things you get throughout the course is so good. The bread,
we don't
the
sponsor.
oil.
We don't sponsor
By the
them.
time you even get the dinner, you're already feeling good.
You didn't pay for this ad, Possibilities.
No, I was in a commercial for them.
Oh.
They're my people, dude.
Oh, sick, dude.
Shout out to Bianca. I love Bianca.
Okay. Bianca.
So we're going to sign out. I'm going to go order.
Can you dap me up this time, dude?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You didn't do it the first time.
Half Alfredo, half Riggy sauce. Make sure you ask for the tomato oil. If they got the peanut butter pie, order it. And Awaken in Theory out May 4th. But by the time you're seeing this, it's out now.
It's out. Go stream that.
I didn't drink enough water today. It's like 7 o'clock.
Oh, my goodness.